Welcome to the show. Hello, Nicole and Evie.
Hello.
I've got some sad
Feels weird
news.
smiling.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Um, I received word a couple of days ago, and it was only one source, and I wasn't sure. But I can now confirm that Obi and Ndefo, Rak'nor in Stargate SG-1 has passed. Um, I got word about this through a couple of friends and wasn't going to say anything until I knew for sure. I've got a couple of sources here: News 4 Los Angeles and the Daily Mail.
Mm-hmm.
They're referencing his time on Dawson's Creek a lot more
Yep.
than Stargate SG
Obviously.
One. What was he
Yes.
in? Was he in Dawson's
I
Creek
love him in
considerably
Dawson's
more?
Creek. I have
Okay.
a whole spiel.
Didn't he played like it was like Katie
Holmes's
Katie
brother-in-law.
Holmes's
Holmes's
brother-in-law.
character's brother-in-law, Bodie
Yeah.
Wells.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
from 1998 to 2002.
he was a
Mm.
good egg. He was a
Really?
great character. I
That's
was
I'm
really
not
fond of his
surprised to hear that.
character. I was mad he didn't get more screen time because he deserved it.
Right.
They always kind of talked about him off screen being like, "Oh yeah, he's working tonight, so we're babysitting the kid."
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But
So
he
let
was a good
me
egg.
read the obit from Daily Mail.
Yep.
Dawson's Creek star Obi Ndefo has died at the age of 51, 5 years after losing both of his legs in a horrific crash. His sister has
Mm.
confirmed the cause of the actor's death is unknown, but his sister and co-stars confirmed his passing in a heartfelt social media tribute.
Yep.
Heartbroken at the loss of my younger brother and knowing he's finally at peace, his sister, Nakeem
Yeah.
Ndefo, said Saturday on Facebook. He's a graduate of Yale, appeared in Dawson's Creek between 98 and 2002, where he played Katie Holmes' character's brother-in-law, Bodie Wells. Additionally, he starred as Rak'nor in SG-1 between 2000 and 2005. I remember the news of him surviving this horrific crash 5 years
Mm.
ago and just
Mm.
being like, this is an amazing human being. And watching the story of his recovery, we emailed back and forth for a number of years to try and get him on Dial the Gate, and
Oh,
we just couldn't. We
couldn't
just couldn't
make it
make it
work.
work. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's one of those
Yeah.
where it's like another one's story we're never gonna have for the Stargate series. So I'm dealing with that disappointment at the same time
Mm.
that
Mm.
that the Stargate community itself has lost a great actor. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, much like his character, he was a
mm-hmm.
fighter in real life. And he had a lot of adversaries to overcome. And from what I can tell, he did that with, a lot of strength and a lot of grace.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said somewhere that he had forgiven the person that had hit him. He was hit by a car. And I can't even imagine how much it would take to do that.
Yeah. I remember when it first came up, I was like 5 years ago, so sometime around like 2019 or something. And I think as soon as I heard
2019.
it,
Yeah.
I saw the GoFundMe and I like just donated my measly pennies.
Yep.
Because I was like, every little helps, as Tesco would say. The grocery shopping brand in the UK. Bad joke. And I just remember the campaign was still like ongoing for a very long time because American
Mm,
medical bills are no joke.
No,
Um,
absolutely.
mm,
and
mm.
he needed like lots of money to like progress and get better prosthetics and improve the process for
Prosthetics.
his
Yeah.
living. And
Yep.
I don't
Exactly.
know where that ended up, how he was
I
doing
think
leading up
he
to this,
did.
but
I
I hope
think
he
I
was
saw it
okay.
was either 100K or 200K, and he was able to get better quality prosthetics
Mm-hmm.
and also do his home up to work for him better, with ramps
So he could
and
get around. Yeah.
railings and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that he was very active in the yoga community. I think he was a yoga teacher.
Yeah.
And I think I saw somewhere, it might have been on his Instagram, I think he was in the running to win an award for yoga practice. I don't know how recently it was. But
Um,
yeah, it's just heartbreaking.
he also
Mm.
worked as a writer and taught yoga to twice exceptional children gifted with special needs.
Yep.
Went on to continue his acting writing work after his accident. He created a show called Juice Bar and appearing in the show NCIS Los Angeles in 2001. At the time of his death, he's been working on a series called Dream Big. This is... It's always frustrating, watching, someone triumph over something that's this enormous. And then hearing this news, it's like, okay, what the hell happened? What happened to this guy? And makes
honestly,
me sick.
I don't know what it was. I'm really hoping that it wasn't
tragic. Well, I mean, it's tragic one way or the other,
things.
But you're hoping it was, you were
Not
hoping he was
self-inflicted.
he was healthy.
Happy.
Yeah, absolutely. You're hoping he was happy.
Yeah.
And he was just, yeah.
Well, the fact that his sister said, he's now at peace.
I know that.
Yeah,
that kind of made me
what
think that he was.
At me ever since I read this because
me too.
For all of us who loved him and who loved his character, it's like, okay, that's
none of our business, but it's sucks.
Chewing on you as someone
it is
who cared about him and his character. Having said that, boy, is it eerie that we're watching The Warrior today.
I
know.
This is his second biggest episode.
I was
so
shook.
It is. It really is.
When I heard about this news, I wasn't like I didn't want to believe it. I was like, no. This is one of those we're calling out people gone. Yeah, and all of a sudden, I think I saw the actress who plays Dawson's mum putting on Instagram some videos together of him on set on Dawson's Creek, and then Katie Holmes was like liking and sharing, and I was like, that's when I realized that it was like legit, and I was like, oh
yeah,
God.
Well, I saw it as a rumor. It was Saturday my time. Saturday morning my time,
that's
and
when I first got
I
it.
reached out. I reached out to Dave and I said, "Have you heard this? I can't substantiate it with anything." There was literally, I think, a post on Facebook and a post on Instagram, but there was nothing official.
Yeah,
and
you can't run with it until you get confirmation.
No, you can't. And then, this morning there was so many, so much outpouring of love for him, and I was hoping, obviously that it wasn't true, but it's been basically confirmed now. So
one of a handful of satellite talent in SG-1 who got a complete arc, and
yes,
it was a very satisfying one to watch. This guy torturing Teal'c in season 4, and by season 9 being playing a substantial role in the rebuilding of the civilization. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, he actually has quite a he has a big impact at the end of this episode. At the end of The Warrior, he has a speech at the very end, in support of Teal'c. And
I think it was always my favorite of the Jafar. That obviously wasn't Teal'c.
Of the satellite cast, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because there are loads of people who come in and out where you're like, oh yeah, you're okay, you're fun, but then like Rak'nor was always just the goodest guy, and also the way he came in and like appeared with the with his forehead scar.
Yes, he was the only one who had something like that. Yeah,
it's such a like traumatic kind of thing to have a character have, being like, whoa, that's messed up.
Well, it's like it's like a visual reminder of his story and where he's come from, and it's very
at least
powerful.
His father's defiance,
and
then his, Teal'c didn't even do that, but it's because of Teal'c. So, Anthony said, I was upset when I saw this news today. Dan Ben, rest in peace.
Jacob's apparently getting married.
Congratulations.
This is a bad time for you to come in and say that. I hope you have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he getting married today?
No, he says going to Indonesia to get married and travel, so he's not going to be around for the next month. So have a good time, Jacob.
Jed Ted, rest in peace, Rak'nor. Feel safe in the Warriors. It's today. So I liked Dan Ben. I liked the character. Good actor. Dawson's Creek was huge at the time. I never saw it.
I watched it.
No, I haven't seen it either.
And by few, I was 15.
Yeah. Was he not also in Star Trek, David?
Yes, he was. He was in an episode called Blink of an Eye or Wink of an Eye. I can't remember which one was in. I think it was blink of an eye in Star Trek Voyager. It was one of the time periods where this planet was revolving far faster than our time frame, and he was in one of the older eras of this world. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, he was
Good sounding
He
episode.
was really it was a good one. Yeah, he was a Lord Protector, I think his name was. So yeah, he will be missed.
Before we start diving into the rest of the episodes and all the stuff we're gonna do, I do want to just say that like we're getting to the point now where we're losing Stargate actors more as time goes on. But what's really shocking to me is we're losing some of the younger ones,
Right.
and I hate it. I'm
It's
like
always more devastating.
I'm waiting for the older ones to get older and lose them, and it's really sad to lose them, but at least like a life.
But those
like,
are
a
anticipated,
gun.
and these are
Yeah.
it's like, what's going? Yeah.
I don't expect
halfway
a
through,
50
literally
something
halfway
year old
through his life.
to
Yeah.
Peace Rider. Life is a lottery. You know.
Yeah,
At a
it's
certain
you know
point,
what?
yeah.
It's bull. I'm sick of it. I can't do anything, but I'm mad at it. I'm mad at life, because there are people who don't deserve this. So like it really annoys me.
No one deserves to die that young.
No, and
51 is nothing.
No, it's
my
not.
my dad and stepdad have only just crossed the 50 line a few years ago, so they're just past that point, and it's just like I can't
Wow.
imagine them
Yeah.
feeling over. So
Well, given that he was such a staple in the yoga community, I wanted to say namaste, which basically means the divine in me honors the divine in you.
you're so cute. Oh God,
I wouldn't have
Evie,
thought of
that's
that.
adorable.
Yeah.
And I'm a
That
fan
was
of
so
Lost,
good.
so
Yeah.
Maybe I'll like go do some yoga poses later on, just like and think about him, because you know what, it's always good. And
well, he's going to be on all of our minds for a while. So
Yeah.
I wish all of his family and friends the best.
I
and
hope
peace in
that
this time.
I don't know what the outcome was here or how this happened, but I really hope that people who are struggling with mental health are getting help that they need. In the event that that's what it was, I don't know, but I think that it's important that we all look after ourselves.
Yeah, remind ourselves of that.
And
for sure.
look at
because he
look at
certainly had those issues that after his accident and overcame them in a magnificent way. So yeah.
So everyone,
it's important
just,
to remember
keep fighting.
that we all are tested, in various ways throughout our lives, and it's how we get back up, not how we fall. That shares our character to each other. So,
Well said.
our thoughts go out to his friends and family for sure.